Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Pakistan Shehbaz Sharif set to take oath as Prime Minister for second term. Trump wins Michigan Republican caucus in dominant show of force. And in sports, Cameron Green's heroics leads Australia to 172 runs victory over New Zealand in the Wellington Test. In Pakistan, senior Muslim League Nawaz leader Shehbaz Sharif is set to become the 33rd Prime Minister of Pakistan on Sunday in a vote by country's newly formed parliament. Sharif is once again leading a coalition government amidst allegations of vote rigging and a cash-strapped economy and a spike in terror attacks. Pakistan went to the polls on February 8 in a vote marred by a mobile internet shutdown, arrests and violence in its build-up, and unusually delayed results as well. In election result, candidates backed by Imran Khan gained the most seats, but the Muslim League Nawaz Party and the Pakistan People's Party agreed to form a coalition government, which enabled Shehbaz Sharif to be elected as Prime Minister. In his previous term, Sharif's government was able to negotiate a critical International Monetary Fund (IMF) deal, but the process was mired in challenges, and measures required by the agreement, which expires in April, have contributed to rising prices and added pressure on poor and middle-class households. Pakistan's former President Asif Ali Zardari and his rival Pashtun politician Mahmood Khan on Saturday filed their nominations for the presidential election that is going to be held on March 9. Asif Zardari from Sindh province is the co-chairman of the Pakistan People's Party and has the support of the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. The new president will replace Dr. Arif Alvi, who completed a 5-year term last year. And however, in the absence of electoral college required to elect the president, Alvi is still in office. 3 more Pakistani citizens submitted nomination papers for president's position as independent candidates. The scrutiny of the nomination papers will be conducted on Monday. In Iran, final vote counting is underway after millions went to the polls to select lawmakers and members of the Assembly of Experts. The elections covered both the 290 seats in a 4-year term parliament and the 8-year terms for the 88-seat Assembly of Experts. Officials have not yet released turnout figures from Saturday's election. According to state media reports, turnout for Iran's parliamentary election appears to have hit a historic low of around 41%. The election followed anti-government protests in 2022-23 that spiraled into some of Iran's worst political turmoil and coincided with growing frustration over the sanctions-hit country's economic troubles. The US military carried out its first airdrop of aid into Gaza. US officials said that US airdrop used C-130 transport aircraft, which dropped more than 38,000 meals along Gaza's Mediterranean coastline. Other countries, including Jordan and France, have already conducted airdrops of aid into Gaza, where the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs says a quarter of the population are one step from famine. Earlier, White House said that the airdrops would be a sustained effort and that Israel supported the measure. Meanwhile, a senior US official said that Israel has broadly accepted a deal for 6-week Gaza ceasefire, and it is now up to Hamas to agree to release the most vulnerable hostages for the deal to take effect. The Israeli military promised an exhaustive and truthful investigation into the deaths of Palestinians queuing for aid in Gaza this week. IDF spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Haggerty said that Israel will present its finding from Gaza aid incident, during which more than 100 Palestinians were reported killed and hundreds more wounded while swarming aid trucks in Gaza City.
Following the incident during which dozens of Palestinians were killed during the entrance of aid trucks into the northern Gaza Strip on Thursday morning, We are investigating this incident. We have all the documentation that we need in order to carry out an exhaustive, truthful investigation into the facts of this incident, and we will present our findings. It was a humanitarian operation we were running, and the claim that we deliberately attacked the convoy and deliberately harmed people is completely baseless.
משוללת כל יסוד.
A ship attacked by Yemen's Houthi rebels has sunk in the Red Sea. The UK-owned Rubimar cargo ship, which was attacked last month, is the first vessel lost since Houthi began targeting commercial shipping. A Yemeni government statement said the ship sunk on Friday night and also warned of an environmental catastrophe. US military Central Command previously said the ship was carrying more than 41,000 tons of fertilizer when it came under attack. And former US President Donald Trump on Saturday easily won the Republican caucuses in Michigan. Trump trounced Nikki Haley, his last remaining rival for the Republican presidential nomination. The former US president also won the Missouri and Idaho Republican caucuses on Saturday. Trump beat Haley in all 13 districts taking part in the nominating caucuses, according to the state Republican Party. Overall, Trump won with nearly 98% support, which means 1,575 votes to just 36 for Haley. Trump won the primary convincingly on Tuesday, securing 12 of 16 delegates up for grabs. He took all of Michigan's remaining 39 delegates at stake on Saturday. The former US president also won the Missouri Republican caucus on Saturday, according to Edison Research. Republicans were also holding caucuses in Idaho on Saturday, one of the final contests for Haley to alter the course of race prior to Super Tuesday on March 5th, the biggest day in the primaries when 15 states and one territory will vote. With victories in Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, the US Virgin Islands, South Carolina, and now Michigan. Also Missouri under his belt, Trump is now closer to becoming his party's White House standard bearer and a likely general election rematch with President Joe Biden, a Democrat.
It's about focusing and preparing and being effective in November. There's not a philosophical divide or an issue divide on those types of things. This is purely on getting the party ready to win in November. The focus is on beating Joe Biden, electing a president, electing a senator, electing Congress people, and taking back our state house. That's what people are focused on.
Republican frontrunner Donald Trump and his last remaining rival Nikki Haley collided in North Carolina on Saturday ahead of a contest next week that could carry deep implications for the November general election. North Carolina's primaries are part of Super Tuesday's slate of 16 nominating contests that will bring Trump close to clinching the Republican nomination. It's also is the only race that day will be held in battleground state that could decide the next occupant of the White House. Trump drew a large crowd for his rally on Saturday at a coliseum in Greensboro. In his speech to supporters, he called himself a political dissident and focused much of his speech on immigration. Trump edged President Joe Biden in North Carolina in the 2020 election by 1.3 percentage points, about 75,000 votes, the closest margin in any of the states that he won.
Not one more innocent American life should be lost to migrant crime. Got to stop it. It's a new category, migrant crime. We call it Biden migrant crime, but frankly, it's too long. So we call it migrant crime. I came up with that name because I come up with a lot of good names, don't I? But it's migrant crime. It's a whole new category of crime, and it's probably going to be more vicious than anything we've seen. On day one of my administration, I will terminate every open border policy of the Biden administration, and we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history because we have no choice. We have no choice.
Well, Norway's King Harald was discharged from a Malaysian hospital on Sunday and was flown home on a medical evacuation plane. The 87-year-old had a temporary pacemaker implanted on Saturday at a hospital in Langkawi after receiving treatment for an infection. The Moroccan government and UNESCO announced a new project to improve methods for predicting and preventing earthquake risks. The project comes after the devastating 2023 Marrakesh Safi earthquake that struck at Al Haus province. All right, and still to come on this edition of DD India Live. The BJP announces first list of its 195 candidates for upcoming Lok Sabha elections. World Wildlife Day being observed today to raise awareness about the importance of protecting wildlife and their habitats. Guinness World Record created in India's Chandrapur. How? We will tell you. Stay with us.
Human activities and habitat loss are a few among the many threats that birds face today.
I was riding on my pillion and there's a bird which fell right in front of me and I couldn't help the bird and the bird died. I thought something has to be done for this. This is what I thought, and by next year we started a rescue work.
We're like applying 100 kg of phosphorus. A plant is able to get only 8 to 10 kg. Some part will go to nearest water body, but maybe 80% of that will be precipitated in soil.
Group of women in the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu who are not just cleaning up these dump yards but also reclaiming the land and turning it into something beautiful. The romantic city of Venice. But as the world heats and glaciers melt, the future of this city seems shaky.
It won't manage. Mosa won't be able to cope as a structure, but nor will the lagoon manage because it needs the exchange of water.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Now, in a calculated maneuver to secure an early advantage in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections and surpass the significant threshold of 400 seats through its alliance with other parties of the National Democratic Alliance (NDA), the Bharatiya Janata Party has announced a list of 195 candidates for 16 states and 2 union territories even before the official announcement of poll dates. The names of the candidates were finalized by the world's largest political and India's ruling party, BJP, Central Election Committee for 51 Lok Sabha seats from Uttar Pradesh, 20 from West Bengal, 24 from Madhya Pradesh, 15 each from Gujarat and Rajasthan, 12 from Kerala, 9 seats from Telangana, 11 from Assam, 11 each from Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, 5 from Delhi, 2 from Jammu and Kashmir, 3 from Uttarakhand, 2 from Arunachal Pradesh and 1 each from Goa, Tripura, Andaman and Nicobar and Daman and Diu. Let us take a look at major contestants.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will contest from his sitting Lok Sabha seat, Varanasi. This is the third time Prime Minister Modi will be contesting from this seat. Once again, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will contest from Lucknow and Home Minister Amit Shah will fight from Gandhinagar. Union Minister Smriti Irani has been fielded from Amethi once again after defeating sitting MP and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi by about 55,000 votes in 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Minister Mansukh Mandviya will be contesting from Porbandar and Purushottam Rupala from Rajkot seats in Gujarat, while Jyotiraditya Scindia will contest from Guna and former Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan from Vidisha seat in Madhya Pradesh. The other names include Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal, who will fight from Bikaner seat, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat from Jodhpur seat, and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla from Kota seat. In Delhi, out of 7 Lok Sabha seats, the BJP has announced the names on 5 seats. It has fielded Praveen Khandelwal from Chandni Chowk seat, Manoj Tiwari from North East Delhi, Bansuri Swaraj, the daughter of former Union Minister Sushma Swaraj, from New Delhi seat, Kamaljeet Sehrawat from West Delhi, and Rambir Singh Vidhudi from South Delhi seat. Union Ministers Sarbanand Sonowal will contest from Dibrugarh Lok Sabha seat in Assam, Kiren Rijiju from Arunachal West Lok Sabha seat, Arjun Munda from Khunti seat, and Annapurna Devi from Kodarma seat in Jharkhand, while Rajiv Chandrasekhar will be the party candidate from Thiruvananthapuram seat in Kerala. Former Tripura Chief Minister Bibla Kumar Dev will contest from Tripura West. In Uttar Pradesh, the list includes the names of Union Ministers Mahendra Nath Pandey from Chandauli seat, Satyapal Singh Baghel from Agra and Sanjeev Kumar Balyan from Muzaffarnagar seat, while Hema Malini will be contesting from her sitting seat Mathura and Ravi Kishan from Gorakhpur. In West Bengal, the BJP has fielded Union Minister Nishish Pramanik from Cooch Behar, Loket Chatterjee from Hooghly and Pawan Singh from Asanol Lok Sabha seat.
India's water sector has witnessed an investment of about $250 billion across various domains, including irrigation, river purification, drinking water and groundwater recharge. Since the inception of the central government's Jal Jeevan mission in 2019, there has been a paradigm shift in the water sector. Indian Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, during a summit organized by the Indian Chamber of Commerce, revealed that 74% of households now have access to clean drinking water through taps. This marks a significant leap from the mere 16% recorded before 2019. India's unparalleled commitment to water sector over the past decade paves the way for India to achieve SDG 6.1, which declares the importance of achieving clean water and sanitation for all well before 2030. The latest household consumption expenditure survey for 2022-23 indicates a decline in the share of food expenditure in Indian households, with a notable shift towards spending on milk, fruits, vegetables and animal products over food grains. According to a survey conducted by the National Sample Survey Office, the share of food in the average monthly per capita consumption expenditure dipped for both rural and urban India in 2022-23 as compared to records in 2011-2012. The share of cereals and pulses within overall food consumption expenditure has reduced both in rural and urban areas. The share of spending on milk has increased, overtaking food grains in 2022-23. Spending on fruits and vegetables has exceeded that on cereals and pulses. A growing share of consumer rupee is also going to eggs, fish and meat. It suggests a clear preference among Indian consumers for animal proteins over plant proteins. Indians are spending more as a percentage of their total expenditure on processed foods, beverages and purchased cooked meals. In a world where our planet's wildlife faces unprecedented challenges, the need for innovation in conservation has never been more critical. Welcome to the United Nations World Wildlife Day 2024, where we embark on a journey of exploration and discovery, uniting people and planet through the power of digital innovation. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya reports.
इस वर्ष वर्ल्ड वाइल्डलाइफ डे की थीम में डिजिटल इनोवेशन को सर्वोपरि रखा गया है। आपको ये जानकर खुशी होगी कि हमारे देश के अलग-अलग हिस्सों में वन्य जीवों के संरक्षण के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी का खूब उपयोग हो रहा है।
On 3rd of March every year, the world comes together to celebrate World Wildlife Day, an initiative by the United Nations to shine a spotlight on the incredible diversity of life on our planet. This day serves as a reminder of the intricate connection between humanity and the natural world, urging us to take action to protect our precious wildlife and their habitat. Under the theme of connecting people and planet, exploring digital innovation in wildlife conservation, this year's World Wildlife Day delves into the transformative potential of digital technologies in safeguarding our natural heritage. Advancements in technology, from satellite tracking to DNA analysis, are revolutionizing the wildlife conservation efforts, providing us with invaluable insights into the lives of endangered species and their ecosystem. Satellites monitor wildlife movements, while data aids in understanding migration patterns and land use, bolstering conservation initiatives. World Wildlife Day emphasizes the importance of collective action. It calls upon countries, companies, and individuals to work together towards a just and sustainable future for all living beings. As we celebrate World Wildlife Day 2024, let's harness the potential of digital innovation to preserve our planet's biodiversity for generations to come. Let's make a difference. With camera person Vinod, this is Tapush Bhattacharya for DD India from Delhi.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares greeting on X on the World Wildlife Day. PM Modi says this is the day to celebrate the incredible diversity of life on our planet. All right, let's take a look at other stories making news today. The India's Crime Investigation Agency (CBI) has filed charge sheet before the Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate Kamrup, Metro Guwahati, Assam against the 7 accused persons in a case related to loot of arms and ammunition from 2nd Indian Reserve Battalion in India's Manipur. The Northeast Film Festival to begin in India's Manipur from 3rd of March. The festival will showcase a region's vibrant culture, traditions, people and landscapes. Under the patronage of India's Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, the festival to serve as the backdrop for this celebration of cinematic excellence. Rain lashes parts of national capital, New Delhi. Well, the national capital, rain lashes parts of India's capital, Delhi, on Sunday, bringing down the temperature in the city. According to the India Meteorological Department, Delhi's maximum temperature settled at 25.2 degrees Celsius. 2 notches below the season's average. The air quality index of the city was also recorded in the moderate category with a reading of 114. Forest Department of Indian state of Maharashtra has created a Guinness Book of World Records by creating the words Bharat Mata from 65,724 saplings in Chandrapur. This milestone has been achieved in the ongoing Tadoba Mahotsav 2024 organized at Chandrapur. As many as 65,724 plants of 26 species were used for creating the word Bharat Mata. Well, time now for sports, and in cricket, the Australians beat New Zealand by 172 runs in the first test of the 2-match series, taking a 1-0 lead against the Kiwis. Top performances from Cameron Green and Nathan Lyon propelled Australia to the victory. Cameron Green was declared the man of the match, chasing 396. The New Zealand resumed at 111 for 3 on the 4th day in the second innings and collapsed in the face of superb spin bowling from Lyon to be all out for 196. The two teams will now face each other in the second test of the 2-match in Christchurch on Friday. Dutch runner Femke Bol of the Netherlands shattered her own indoor 400 meters world record at the World Championships in Glasgow on Saturday. The 24-year-old clocked 49.17 seconds, lowering the previous mark of 49.24 she set 2 weeks ago at the Dutch National Championships. The indoor title followed the 400 hurdles crown she won at the Worlds in August in Budapest. Teammate and training partner Lieke Klaver was second in 50.16, marking the first time in world indoors history that 2 Dutch athletes reached a podium in the same event. And in football, Liverpool on Saturday beat Nottingham Forest 1-0 to consolidate their place at the top of Premier League. Uruguay striker Darwin Núñez came off the bench and glanced home a header in the 9th minute of stoppage time to sink Forest 1-0 and move Liverpool 4 points clear. It was a 6th straight win in all competitions for Liverpool and a 4th in an 11-day span that included an extra-time victory over Chelsea in the English League Cup final last weekend. Meanwhile, second-placed Manchester City will look to restore the gap to Liverpool of 1 point by beating Manchester United at home in Derby on Sunday. All right, and in tennis, 5th seed Ugo Humbert produced a near-flawless performance to beat Kazakh Alexander Bublik 6-4, 6-3 to win the Dubai Tennis Championships title on Saturday for his second trophy this season. The Frenchman now holds a 6-0 record in tour-level title matches, with his victory in Dubai his second at ATP 500 level. Left-hander Humbert took out top seed Daniil Medvedev in the semi-final. Earlier this season, Humbert clinched the trophy on home soil in Marseille. The 5th seed was making his debut in Dubai and is the 3rd French champion at the event, joining Jerome Goulmard and Fabrice Santoro. Vinicius Jr. scored twice to lead Real Madrid back to 2-2 against Valencia in the Spanish league in an ill-tempered La Liga clash on Saturday in his first return to Mestalla Stadium. This was the first time Vinicius Jr. played in the Mestalla Stadium after he was racially abused last season. The game ended with a tussle between the teams after the referee waved off what would have been a last gasp winner by Bellingham, saying time expired. Madrid leads the league with a 7-point advantage over Girona and a 9-point advantage over Barcelona before they both play games on Sunday. All right, and singer-songwriter Ray created history at the 2024 Brit Awards on Saturday. Ray became the first artist to win most awards in a single year with 6 wins. She took home Best Artist Album, Song, New Artist, Pop Act and R&B Act. In the pre-show, she was awarded the Songwriter of the Year.
A lie that R&B doesn't sell in the UK, so I needed...
Ray.
Other winners included Za, Dua Lipa, Miley Cyrus. Kylie Minogue was honored with a Global Icon Award. The ceremony took place at the London O2 Arena. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.